back to the cord, and I'm getting that 2K back when I make my lineups today. I'm hitting a $200 four-man power, and it's hitting. I'm telling you right now, it's hitting. I will show it to you tomorrow on the tomorrow's YouTube. Mark my words. I'm hitting for 2K tonight, comment guy, and I'm gonna cook you again. YouTube faithful, what's going on? It is Flex Friday. We made it to the end of the week. We are also blessed with a new month, first of the month. Reset your pickets. Everything is fair. Let's turn it green. Stay away from the red. What my goal to do today on this video is I'm gonna keep it around 10 minutes, and I'm going to cook the best plays that I can find for the YouTube faithful, and I'm gonna do it quickly. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe, but for everyone else, grab your popcorn, grab your Red Bull, sit back and enjoy the master class, because you need to be locked in, because I'm going through here quick. That means if your IQ suffers from poverty, you need to lock in. So with that out of the way, let's get going. Right out of the gate, Anthony Edwards, 26.5 points, more. We know he's going to be playing Denver tough. If you're scared, you can take his Gabby when they release it. It's not up yet. It will be coming up, and it'll probably be 20.5 or 22.5. Model has him going for roughly 28. He's going to need to make his shots, okay? You see the ceiling, 37, 24, 32, 27, 28. You know he's going to play Denver tough. If we go over here to Outlier, you can see it's a 3.5 point spread. They're at home. It's favoring Minnesota. It's cold over there. The only thing I don't really care for is this poverty point total, but I know it's going to play tough. I know Denver's not doing too hot right now, so I even like it even more, and I also like somebody on the other side of that as well. But if you go look at the head-to-heads, it's pretty much a rivalry, okay? They play each other often. Last time they met, 16 points, 27, 18, 44, 19, 27. It's pretty much 50-50, but points allowed for the shooting guard, they're 23rd right now, okay? Point guard, 25. Edwards slides in at the 1 and the 2 at any given moment, okay? He's gonna chuck 20 field goals, 21, 24, 25. He's going to shoot 20 times on average. So if that's the case, I gotta have exposure to him. And not only that, minutes equals money, 37, 39, 39, 40. It doesn't get any more crispy than a guy who's gonna play 39 minutes in a rival matchup. You understand what I'm telling you? So this is the deal. If he sells, bang, he sells. I don't care. I promise you I don't care. There's no one that cares less than me. I'm taking Ant Edwards, 37 to 39 minutes, 20 field goals attempted, chip on his shoulder because it's Denver. It's just cinema. The script writes itself, folks. And then can we get the trifecta? We're going to go over here to DG Fantasy and check the market data and points. 26.5. It's pretty much a 50-50, but Pinnacle has it juiced at minus 120 above all the rest. For that reason, we got the model projection going over. We got Pinnacle liking it a little bit. We got the rivalry. We got the narrative. We got it all. It checks all 4 boxes. It's going in a lineup. It's really that simple. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. If he sells, he sells. That's what it is. And again, just like before, if you want a little bit more of a conservative route to old Ant Edwards, you could take his Gabby when they release it. We have to run it back with somebody from that game, right? Well, the Joker line has been moving from 26.5 to 27.5 all day, all night. So here is the deal. They are going to have a chip on their shoulder. Do not forget that they got eliminated by the Wolves, okay? They ended their careers. They ended their season, their run, their historic run, over. 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. Count. It's over. So now, Jokic gets a chance to go back to Minnesota and put on a show. With that in mind, as you can see, in real time, it's moving from 27 to 26.5. At 26.5, you take more. At 27.5, it's a fade, but I think he can land right on 27 points. If they're going to give it to me at 26.5, I have to take this. 29, 40, 41. He's just been doing things this season that only Joker can do. I think his PRA's in play. His points rebounds are in play. His RA, his points assist, everything, but I'm just going to go with the obvious and take his points at 26.5. Now, if you go look a little bit deeper, you could see points allowed versus the center position. The Wolves are ranked 29th. They're pretty much dead last. And if you go to the head-to-heads, he cooks them. 34, 22, 40, 35. He cooks them. Now, the point total's low. It could get out of hand. It could be a defensive matchup. We don't know. But I'm telling you, this line keeps moving back and forth. The algorithm's pushing it back and forth. The moment it drops to 26.5, people are hammering it, causing it to go back to 27.5. 1.5. So this is the plan. You wait. You lay in the grass like a little snake, a little degen snake. And when it comes down to 26.5 again, you spike it, you hammer it. Now, you can go on Chalkboard, you can go on Sleeper, you could probably even go on Underdog and find it at 26.5, but you're going to have to pay a little juice, or you can just wait and take it here. Again, the more conservative route would be Gabby, but this is my 1v1 skinny stack for this match. This is probably and should be the game of the night. All right, now I've talked in detail about those two gents. Now clear the board. We got to talk about something else. And this is a third must play, and this is Anthony Davis. Now the thumbnail says 2 must plays, but I'm giving you 3 because I'm doing the Lord's work. Anthony Davis versus Toronto. Now full disclosure, my projection model has this point total soaring under, has him at roughly 24, a 3-point differential, 3.5. If it was anyone else other than Anthony Davis, I would be hammering less on this with that type of a differential. But the fact is, it hasn't caught up to his usage rate from this season where he's just taking over. It's still calculating data from last season. So I'm going to give it a little bit more time, but I will tell you this. If you want to take more at 27.5 points, you can. If they put a Gabi up, you can take that. But my priority is going to be his fantasy score and his points goblin. But his fantasy score is just crispy. I mean, if we go back to DG, you could see Anthony Davis over 55.5 fantasy score. It's 54.75% to hit. It's 57 over here with the way they calculate it. Now, I don't like to get too invested with the fantasy score projections with the mathematical market data because these guys don't technically have fantasy scores. It's just using a prediction model to calculate all the odds and go from there. But look, his points is minus 130 to go over on Pinnacle. So you could take either or. I think you have to have exposure to them. Here's why. It checks all the boxes. It doesn't check the model projection box. It checks 3 out of the 4. The narrative, they just got embarrassed. They just got beat. You know they're going to come out against Toronto, who hasn't been doing anything, and they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. And I think for that reason, you got to target the man. 45 fantasy points in a losing effort blowout. This is a get right spot. Remind everybody that they're tough this season. They're not playing games. Redick is coming to coach. Davis and LeBron are coming to play. Hopefully he gets it done. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But he's averaging over 1.5 fantasy points per minute. And if he plays 36 minutes tonight, you can cash it. Now there's one more dart that I'm going to talk about to round it out and give you a solid 4. But before I do that, what happened yesterday, comment guy? What happened yesterday? I think promises were made, were they not? I got a victory lap loading, buddy. So if you don't have the stones for a victory lap, you ain't gonna like this. Yesterday, first of all, the community slip that we made again on the live stream, over 180 people, went 4 of 5 again with Sohan being the only sell job, okay? So 2 days in a row, the community slip went 4 of 5, okay? 4 of 5, which is 2x. We are going to hit that 5 of 5 very soon. It's just the odds are in our favor, okay? 4 of 5 back-to-back nights. But aside from the community live slip, everything that I put out smashed. It didn't matter what it was, NBA, NFL, this little bro right here, first time in the court, and he already cashed, okay? Mixon, Wilson, Rodgers, cash. Let me find there's so many people that tailed yesterday because there were so many people in the Discord, but it was this simple. And mind you, I was giving candy to trick-or-treaters, I was cooking hamburgers, and I was still cooking lineups all at the same time. The trifecta chef. Morant, Mixon, Irving, Wilson. Surgery performed on Underdog. Cash the boost. Another lineup that was made. Powell, Morant, Kyrie, Wilson, Adams. You guys are going to see anchors and darts the moment I find my wall of green that will make the wall of China blush. This little 3-man. Another anchor. This was mine. Powell, Morant, Irving. My anchors for NBA was Kyrie and Morant. Okay, so now that you know that, my anchors for NFL was Wilson and Mixon. So that was the 4. If those 2 cash from NBA and the 2 from NFL cash, you automatically know via Captain Crush's method, he's going to have an insane night, right? You know that, right? You got to know that by now if you've been watching this video. Clueless came back and wants to be acknowledged. Buddy, Otto H says this is for comment guy. Buddy, comment guy, you really stepped in it, bud. You really stepped in it. I'm not going to lie to you. You really stepped in it. Where is my wall of green so I can cook this guy like I said? Here it is. Here it is. Your leader, the one and only. This was the community slip. Mixon, Fairbairn, Wilson, Morant, Sohan sold 4 of 5. The 3-man that I posted. at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. Mixon, Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Demon, cash it. The $2,000 that I had to give up that I guaranteed I was getting back. Here is slip one, 100 to 1,000. Mixon, Wilson, Morant, Jalen Green, they offered a free square for me. That right there, 1K down. So I only need 1K more. Another little 60 piece because I break up the community slips and we do the 5. I'm the one giving out the plays for them to vote on for the community slips. So I literally just take those same plays because they're in my player pool and make them into smaller slips. It ain't rocket science, Chief. That's a little 3-piece McNugget. Another one, Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers, John Morant. Another one, Devontae Adams, Rodgers, Mixon, Morant, anchors, darts. I have Mixon and Morant in almost every lineup, Chief. This is how you have Nagasaki days. This is how it is done. Mixon, Wilson, Morant, Kyrie, another 1,000. This is the 2K that I guaranteed that I was going to get back yesterday. I said, mark my words, I'm hitting for 2K. I said it on the tube. Promises made, promises kept. Not only did I make the 2K, but I made it with interest and cashed every single cord member along the way because a rising tide lifts all boats, buddy. And then this one was just absolutely cinema. A $50 6-man flex play on underdog. Wilson, Rodgers, Mixon, Morant, and I took Giannis at 11.5. He had 9 at half and he hooked it. This was a $1,500 winner if he grabbed one more board or if I just took his points like I discussed earlier. But I'll take my 157 or whatever it was. I'm not complaining. I still had a monster night and the train didn't stop there. Rodgers, Mixon, Wilson again. Another 150. All of this was posted and discussed. YouTube, live stream, daily prop list, general chat, you name it, you had it all. And then we're back to square one. All it takes is one big night at the end of the night, at the end of the month, the beginning of the month, the middle of the month. It doesn't matter. Your whole night, your whole month can be made with anchors and darts strategy. Okay. So let's just say you lost 10 days in a row. Your total poverty, you're down like $300. Then you have one night where everything just goes your way and it goes green. And now all of a sudden you're stuck 300 and now all of a sudden you're up 1,500. And that is exactly why the anchors and darts strategy is in the mix. JFK security, it pays to be in the lives. Hi, YouTube. You're funny, bro. But the point is, this ain't even all of them because a lot of them were just posting in the general chat. But I tell them to post here, but they don't listen. But comment guy that said I was blowing smoke, I cooked you yesterday and I just cooked you again. So the only question remains is how do you get in the mix? How do you become part of the Discord family that crushes win, lose, or draw? We have a good time, which is what it's all about. Well, I'm glad you asked, buddy. You go to CaptainCrush.net, you click the gold package, and I got a promo for you because I know your poverty. Captain Crush knows. You put in promo code SWEEP, it'll give you the first month for 15. You can't beat it with a stick. You would have made it all back times 30 to 40 to 50 yesterday if you would have got in yesterday when I said it. This promo is ending in like 2 days and it will not be back for a while because I am giving it away. Giving it away. Nobody does promos like Captain Crush. Nobody cuts a promo like Captain Crush. And at the end of the day, you know it and I know it too. So just get in the mix. I'm begging you to get in the mix. Projection sheets that look just like this. This was yesterday's projection sheets. I was surgical with it. And then you get NFL plays straight to your phone just like this. Cash it. It's really that simple. And on top of that, you get the live stream. There's almost 700 members, so make sure you get in the mix and join the winning family. We have a good time. Dan did his giveaway yesterday that I pumped up for $250. It was given away late at night. It was Halloween. People won. I don't even know who all won yet. I'm interested to find out. So make sure you get in the mix. That's my plug. That's my 2-minute plug to offer you a ticket out of poverty, if you will. So let's keep the train moving. Now you always want to do a quick scan of DG Fantasy before you do anything. Okay, you could see Keegan Murray's points rebounds at 19.5. I was going to discuss him. He's going in the mix. He's right there. The market data is on our side. We know it's going to move to 20.5 because we just saw it. So while it's at 19.5 points rebounds, get it, okay? You don't want to take his points rebounds? Just take his rebounds. But this line's going to move up, okay? And there is another person from this game that I love. It is in the Dub Club posted, so make sure you're there to check it out. There's 2 more people that I want to discuss real quick. Rui Hachimura let everybody down last game, and now you can see nobody's on him now because all the popular plays, this is all they care about. Everybody got sold on October 30th, so now they're off him. Let me ask you a question. If you liked him versus the Cavs at 22, why in God's name wouldn't you go right back to him at 21.5 versus the Raptors? I'll tell you why. Because you're poverty and you're making slips based off of the last 5, which means nothing. It doesn't mean a thing. So I will go right back to Hachimura at 21.5 points, rebounds, assists, and I don't care. If he sells again, he sells. It's too low for his usage in minutes. If he plays 35 minutes, he's going to cover this more often than not. He barely shot last game. They got embarrassed. They got blown out. Now, I wouldn't put him and Davis in the same lineup together, but definitely have exposure to Rui tonight, especially since no one's on him now. That is the best thing. Just like Harden yesterday and Zubac. Zubac sold not yesterday, but October 30th when we were all over him. Last night, what did he do? He smashed his points, his rebounds, his fantasy, his PRA, all of it. Same thing with Harden. He had 6 rebounds in the first quarter after hooking us at 5.5. You cannot worry about last game's performance. They're human beings. They're unpredictable. They're just like me. I don't know if I'm going left or right. I'm keeping you guessing. You gotta forget that crap. That is not a winning strategy. Don't worry about what happened last game. Worry about if it's a solid read. If the read is solid versus an inferior matchup, you can go right back to it in a better matchup, obviously. And then the next person would be Chet Holmgren. I know for whatever reason, bigs have actually been struggling against Portland so far. I don't know why. Look what they just did. Zubac just got shut down. But Chet's on a generational run, man. 38, 37, 44. They blew out the Spurs. I want his points goblin again. It's not up right now, but when it does come out, if it's 12.5, you take it. Fade the 19.5 because I think this is going to actually move down to 18 or 18.5. So wait for the Gabi, and then you can take Chet's Gabi. Now, I have obligations today. I don't know if there's going to be a live stream today at 5:15 like there normally is. There will 100% be one on Saturday night. It'll probably be Saturday night, depending if I make day 2 of this poker tournament. There may not be one Sunday morning, but if there's not going to be one Sunday morning for NFL, it'll be Saturday night. And we will discuss the NFL, and I will have an NFL video for the YouTube faithful tomorrow. Now, if there's not an NBA live stream today, I'll still have my phone. You can still ask questions. I will do my best to get us a live stream today for the NBA. Folks, I'm a man of my word. Promises made, promises kept. Yesterday's video, banger. Dub Club, banger. Live stream, banger. 2K given away, 2K remade, banger. Forget these comment guy clowns that don't know how to lace my boots. They ain't hitting. So with that out of the way, hopefully I see you in the Discord. Here is the salute. Good luck in all your contest. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.